Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to continue the 50 East ride here. We're starting out in Aurora there and riding all the way up to Burlington, West Virginia. It's right between Kaiser there and Romney. So I chose to stop the video there because after this, if I'd have done it all the way to Romney, this video would have been pretty long, and the next one would have been short. So we just stopped there at Burlington on this video, and like right outside of Aurora, there you got that Cathedral State Park there, and but besides that, you don't have really anything going on other than pretty nice views until the Maryland line, and then at the Maryland line the views actually get better. Western Maryland there is absolutely gorgeous, so you'll get to see that here shortly in the video. But yeah, it opens up right here. I don't think it's much further past this, actually. But, nope. Yeah, this ride here, from Aurora to Burlington there, it's about 55 minutes to an hour. And I think it was like 48 miles, something like that. I actually have to look at that because I can't remember. It's not this. I never rode this yesterday, so it's not like I can remember. Yeah, it's 43 miles. So, not too bad. It's just out and out roads. That there's not a lot of time to be made on, I guess. Plus, in Maryland, there, I watch myself a lot more than I do in West Virginia. But all this right through here is absolutely just, it's a good looking riding road, It's nothing, the road's not tore up. It's actually in really good shape, other than bridges, but no one in the state of West Virginia inspects bridges, so, they're just jumps at this point. But yeah, we're right here in Maryland here. Now, I don't know about how Maryland always says they're out there patrolling the roads. I don't know if I've ever even seen a cop in this area of Red House and stuff, but I just happen to think of that. That's on you. I very seriously doubt you'd probably run into one. It's gorgeous up through here, though. Well, I'm not looking at buildings for no reason. Yeah, this is they were doing, I think, a little bit of tree work up here. I have no idea why they had 6 miles of road coned off, but look, I like that. This farm right here is just absolutely gorgeous. Yep, just taking it all in. Now, as far as like the Maryland roadways, other than the four-way there at Red House, this is about what you're going to get, and it's very, very enjoyable to me. I just love those kinds of roads. You did see right there, like I always say, man, you got to watch out when you got gravel roads and side roads that are, gravel and it's rain. You're probably going to have some track out. So, but by now, anybody who watches my videos should know about those things because I complain about them all the time. But yeah, this up here used to be a antique store up here on the left. I used to go up there all the time, but I haven't been up there in several years. Probably closed. But look at that view. That's just nice. Yeah, there's just sections of video that sometimes I don't really have anything to say, and to me that's, I guess, a good thing. Other than just random conversation here. When the roads are good, and like I can't state anymore how nice this area is. It's really enjoyable. I don't know how much of this side of Maryland everybody's ridden, but it's fairly nice. I don't want to admit it because I'm not a Maryland fan, but um, Western Maryland just needs to be rolled into West Virginia. We need to sign a petition or something. But yeah, it's always like if I don't, there ain't much to point out. It's kind of hard to do a voiceover, and I hate silence, so I'll just talk. You know what I mean? But I do want to, people to. I try to bring this up every video there. I need people to comment, and let me know what if there's anything that I am missing. I don't know if I am or am not. You know what I mean? So if you comment and say, hey, can you try pointing this out? We can, we can see if that works, if that's something that going forward is better for the videos. But the ultimate goal for these things was for these videos was the simple fact, of from a safety aspect, and it's something you could look at and be like, oh man, that's a rideable road, or I don't know where this road goes, so you know what I mean. There's been a lot of times like I've it's been very, very questionable on a ride that I went on because there was some roads that I didn't know. You know what I mean? But that's kind of my point. Like from a safety aspect, you know what I mean. You can see the road and what's going on it and everything else. I had to sit here at this bridge forever. Now this is back. You're getting ready to come back or you're in the West Virginia territory here. I don't think it comes back into West Virginia until going up the hill here, but that's still West Virginia DOT. They're doing that, so it's going to be forever. But yeah, I try to uh, point out or say anything that I can think of because from the safety side of it, if there's something that needs said, but some videos there just isn't. There's not like large rocks and trees hanging out in the thing. Like a lot of these shoulders here are pretty much flush or flat with the road. There ain't a whole lot of runoff, or they got slide out. Now that kind of stuff comes and goes, and you got to watch that stuff because it's going to put water out into the road. But that's what I was saying there. You guys let me know if there's something that I'm not pointing out. I try to, I don't know if I've done a lot in the earlier videos, but I thought I tried to. I might miss one here or there, but most of your routes that cut off of the road, say I'm riding 50 here and like 92, north and south off of 50. I try to point those out or leave them. I don't fast forward to a major route. Now back here at that bridge, right after that bridge, there was one that cuts off. I can't remember what it was. I don't think it might actually be a major road, or you know what I mean. not a major road, but for that area, it's a major road. But I can't remember what it is. It's one of them roads. It's you fly right by, never even thinking about. But yeah, that's just comment on stuff. That actually does a lot of either commenting. You know, I really do want to know what you guys think about the videos. I want to know, what you're finding interesting, what you're finding useful, and I want feedback on that. You know what I mean? So if you could, go ahead and comment about that stuff. I would enjoy the likes and stuff there too. A few likes and views and shares. That's all good. I would appreciate that. But no, I'd appreciate the comments on the stuff a little bit more. That road's 90 right there as you come back in West Virginia. That road where I've never. I don't think it's major route. I think it wraps around. But yeah, sorry. But yeah, the comment, you guys comment to me. I can, hey, if I'm not pointing out something, I want you to let me know. I know I've went on about this, but I was, in my mind, I've only brought it up a couple times because I was messing with maps and stuff over here, looking at stuff. So I was talking in a circle there for a second because I'm not very smart. But yeah, like back in the big West Virginia on this here, we've been back in West Virginia for a minute here, but like these roads are all in really good shape, for this area. There was a couple places that had like the little baby whoops in the road. It was like boom, 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 like coming into Cool Springs and stuff like that. But it wasn't terrible. It wasn't too terrible at all. So, but like I said, other than just the scenery, I did hit some rain going over through here. So it never, like, it wasn't rain where it was on my camera or anything like that. It was mostly mist or some sprinkles, but all the way ahead of me, you could see where it had just rained and stuff. It didn't have any impact on the ride or anything like that. So, yeah, this is, I don't know. I feel like I say this is nice area way too much, but like I said, there's like when I don't have anything to like comment about, I would expect that people would be like, "Man, that's a good thing." You know what I mean? And like I said, the video, I wouldn't, if you guys want to, I could use the shares and the likes, but the comments, I need some feedback on anything that you think I might need to put in here or whatnot. So that's up to you guys. I mean, the videos are doing pretty okay. Like I said, I wear the cameras anyways. It's just like the time, like right now, I gotta. And however long this video is, this one here is like 27 minutes long. I gotta spend 27 minutes sitting here doing a voiceover after I've already edited. So that's, other than that time there, I don't, you know what I mean? Maybe for a half hour video, I got an hour and 20 minutes in, you know what I mean, of my personal time. Maybe a little bit more, I don't know. But I enjoy them. I like having these videos because, I travel. A lot of my family travels. So, I mean, You don't have to ride a bike to look at these roads and stuff. Uh, right here, I left this in here because he was not riding me or anything like that. I was running about 50 mile an hour on this road, and he was staying back. Mostly I was staying back because you got the light dampness on the road there, a little bit wet and stuff like that. Plus, I was looking at everything. So don't be that guy. Like I'll pull if you're in a bigger hurry than me, but I'll find a wide spot and you can go around me. There's one thing that I cannot handle on a bike or in a car is someone to like be on my tailgate. So yeah, don't be that guy that's going 40 mile an hour through the mountains, looking at scenery and have 32 cars behind you. Just get over. You know what I mean? It's not that big a deal. Just pull over. And that's why I left that in there because, you know, for the most part, but this mountain here is absolutely awesome. Awesome riding, awesome views. And I didn't want to rush down this hill with a vehicle behind me. Because as you can see right now, I'm probably doing 10 mile an hour and under the speed limit, checking all this stuff out. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. You know what I mean? That's especially if you're sightseeing or just messing around. You don't, you know what I mean? Don't be afraid to pull off the side of the road, let everybody by, and start again. Yeah, with that there being said, that's just one of those, common, you know, unwritten rule things. Um, I don't know, maybe I'm just different in that fact. But anyways, um, yeah, I try to. Not very often does it happen on people on bikes, but I've seen guys on the 4 lane holding up cars because it takes 10 of them to go around the car. You know, jump out there in the fast lane, crack down on it, and get around them. You know what I mean? But that's just the way I look at it. I mean, I'm not. If that's not how you look at it, that's fine. I just rather not be over there in the way all day. But anyways, not really super important there. But yeah, this backside of this mountain is so awesome. The views down through here. I mean, it opens up here and there, but I'm pretty sure I just left the whole mountain in here, and it. I swear to you, when I was editing this, I had to keep stopping, because I was like, did I click too far backwards and I'm watching the same thing over and over again? Because it just went on forever, and I'm like, what is going on? I mean, I remember going down the mountain and stuff like that, but it just didn't seem like there was a section there. It was the same thing over and over. I was like, wow. It was just kind of funny to me. But this is awesome. It would absolutely be insane to ride upwards on because it was fun to ride down. So, yeah, riding up the hill on it would be pretty awesome too. But then, you still got the views, you know what I mean? But the views on this road are pretty awesome. This area here, when you're starting to get in here, is odd. I absolutely love this part. From here on out, on 50, you're in a different area. You know, I was looking. There's a road that connects. I thought that was it right there, but you got to watch it. I think it's 90. I think it was 92. I think I just missed the sign when I looked away from the computer. But it's a pretty major route there. Anyways, yeah, that truck. I'm glad he took the second look there because he about pulled up in front of me. You got to watch that. That there is a big route that ties into 50 here. I was trying to, and it they come in here, then it stays with there for a while. Yeah, that's 92. Now we're running back to Sheer. This area up through here's, um, to me, it's pretty awesome. I don't know why. I just, like I was saying there a minute ago, I like the way it lays. A real wide valley, steep, beautiful hills. But up here, we got to make this intersection up here to stay on 50 is a little harder. Your truck traffic does pick up in this area here. Once, you pass 92 there, that's a big route. So, but yeah, that's a pretty nice area right there. Then, yeah, because we got the left, the right-handed hard turn up here. Because if you stay on this road, like this road actually turns into 220 and runs you into Kaiser. But just look at that. Yeah, I thought I was closer to that. Yeah, here we go. I was going to say, man, I've been off on this video and I apologize. And I don't know why. I've had to do the voiceover in a couple different days actually. It's been a hectic here at the house. Half of us been sick, this, that. And usually, first thing in the morning is the only time I got to do a voiceover, and it's usually I'm still half at it. You know what I mean? Right here's your right hand turn off if you're going to stay on 50. If you would have went straight right there, you'd been you're just a couple miles outside of Kaiser actually. And you go across this, and it's funny that this road makes like a great big A. Like 50 comes in as one sweeping leg of the A, then you go across, and then there's a 220 and 50 meet up here, and it makes a great big A if you look at it on a map. But it'll take you back to Kaiser on the same road, So it's just weird. I don't know why. I think they just had a north and an east and a west entrance up to Kaiser. I don't know. But this once you get over in this section here, it's still pretty very, big wide open valleys and stuff. But you almost went you changed a little bit of direction there, but it's still super cool. You riding, I think, it's a good ways out through here. Yeah, well, we're just gonna, like I said, go to Burlington there, and I had to stop somewhere because I didn't have enough room to get all the way there on this video, and if I'd have I wanted to make it to Romney, but I mean, there's still 26 miles, and that would have been I would have been well in the 35 minutes video. So I was like, nah, I'll just cut it off and we'll do one more 50 video and be done with it. But yeah, this here's really nice too. It's just, I love that area. I love riding 50. A lot of people just don't go over in there because it's hard to get back out of there. without backtracking yourself. So just keep that in mind. I mean, you can. It's very time consuming, but usually if you ride 50 out, you're riding 50 back. I didn't. I went the long way around. I mean, you do several different things. I'll bring them up in the next video so everyone knows, a route to get back out of there. But you guys, I do appreciate you watching. I apologize for some of the mix, the voiceover on this one here. Like I said, and it was a busy week, and had to do it several different times. Um, but continue to like, share, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff. Uh, I would ask that you comment is the biggest thing to me. If you guys comment and let me know what you need, what you'd like to see, so on and so forth. I would really appreciate that, because not only does that help me out and the videos out, it'll eventually help you out too. Because if you guys give me the information, I can try to get it in the videos, and then there you got what you want. So, but with that being said, you guys be safe out there, and we will see you on the next video. Thanks, guys.